Welcome to Shit They Don't Tell You, a podcast that is brought to you by the lovely people at Castbox.
Where are the lovely people?
Oh yeah, but it's just us.
It's just us.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to get a nice plug in for the lovely, lovely people at Castbox.
And Studio 71.
Castbox, now that's a company.
All right, cool. And also your co-host and wife,
Nikki Limo Green.
Thank you. And we're joined today by our very special guest. She is a streamer. She is a gamer. She is a model.
But she's not a titty streamer. That's what I found out yesterday.
Not a titty streamer.
Not
But
a
she
titty
does
streamer.
have titties, so
Yeah,
don't
yes.
get it twisted.
Yeah, it's there. It's there.
But I didn't know because I thought you were calling yourself a titty streamer, and so we were on Jake and News together, and I was like, "No, Gina, as a titty streamer," and you're like, "No, I was saying that I'm not a titty streamer." And I'm like, "Oh my bad." I have no idea.
It would make sense though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it
exactly.
makes sense,
It fits your brand to say such a thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
And as a self-proclaimed ABG, we were
Wait,
going to
what's
talk.
that?
I just learned this term. It was on.
I just realized we totally skipped the part. I'm Gina Darling, by the way.
Yeah, wow.
No,
everything that I did.
no.
Oh, can I have a new name?
This girl needs no name.
Okay,
There you go.
thank
She
you.
needs no
She is.
introduction.
She needs to be objectified.
There you go.
Spend your money on her.
I'm not a person. Look at her.
No.
She thinks
Yeah.
she's people. What the hell?
This is Gina Darling, one of our favorites.
Yes.
Our favorite of today.
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
I mean,
Steve
just
told
a-
me I was the first one, so I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Sure.
Our favorite of the day.
Yep.
So far.
That's fucking crazy.
This past hour.
Wait, what is it? What did you say? GTQ or whatever? What,
ABG?
Yeah,
What
GTQ.
is that?
So an ABG is it's a term called it's short for Asian baby girl,
Yes.
and there's a very distinct look. Like like imagine the cholitas of Asia.
Yes.
Basically. So like super thin eyebrows, blonde hair, dragon tattoos, rich drug dealer boyfriends and
Gotcha.
and long nails and shit. And then it's so funny because like for the longest time I didn't realize that I was one until I made a video about making fun of them.
Oh, I love that.
And then you just got lit up in the
Freaking
comments, and
love
everyone's like,
that.
"That is you."
No, because then like we started brainstorming a skit, and then we put like, oh, what are ABGs? Put them all together, and then I realized I checked off like
All of the
90% of the
boxes.
fucking list. I was like, oh, shit.
That's like recently our friend Joe, he's like, I don't know if I have ADD. And then he just
Oh, he
posted a
tweeted
story.
it. Yeah,
And he's like, I have all 10 of the 10 symptoms.
He just self-diagnosed himself. That's great. That's great. No, yeah. So we did a video on that, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm one of those. It's a really weird one of those because so I grew up in Northern California with a big community of Vietnamese people, right? Moved to SoCal, and then I lived in Orange County for about 3 years, and that is like the heart of the ABGs.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like, have you ever been to those like really skimpy Vietnamese coffee shops and shit?
No.
Hey, do you guys know about them?
No.
Oh my god,
That's
are
why
you
you're
serious?
here. We need to
shit.
learn.
Okay, so Vietnamese coffee shops are best known for their waitresses that serve you in bikinis and lingerie.
Wait.
And clear
Wait,
heels.
oh, David told me about
What?
this.
Yeah. So,
They have those
Yeah, dude, they have those in Orange County. It's huge. Like any big like Vietnamese community would have it.
Why are people all hyped on Hooters? Why
Right?
aren't they hyped on Vietnamese cafes?
Yeah, dude, like
Oh
they
my
show way
God.
more. And they serve like there's no alcohol or anything, but they serve like fruit juices and smoothies and the best coffees ever because Vietnamese coffee.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
you're there
girls-
for the coffee.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the great conversation.
And the wings.
And the wings.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish we had wings. But so I worked at one of those for like 6 months when I was like early 20s.
Oh.
Like it was dumb, but holy shit, I made a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, I bet.
Huge amount
On
of money.
tips?
No, on hourly. They paid me $25 an hour.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
8-hour days under the table, dude. Like
What,
5
people
days a
spending
week.
$40 on tea?
Yeah, no, dude, their shit's expensive. That's how they make
Wow.
their
Well,
money.
do they kick you out if you're done with your tea? So like you just keep ordering tea so you can stare at the girls.
The girls stop sitting with you because they sit and hang out and talk to you for a little bit and do their rounds, right? So yeah, like a coffee is like $8. So you know, people just and smoothies like $12. So people just sit there and they spend money and like they can smoke inside because Asian people are degenerates sometimes. And,
But like, what are laws?
I know what's health, whatever, it's fine. Fuck the baby next to me. And just like, and they have like, we give you like playing cards or Jenga. You can just sit there and you fucking play and just chill all day. And people sit there all day long from like
Wow.
6 a.m. to like 8 o'clock at night.
Can we make
Wow.
that a day, like a
Dude,
field
I
trip
would
day?
love to take
I wanna
you.
I would
go.
love to go.
It's crazy.
I just want to
And there's, like-
experience.
Can
and
I
there's-
go?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, oh, sorry, that's
yes,
on
but you have to close your eyes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, just face the corner.
Yeah.
But there's like there's like some places that take it a little bit too far, and like they have girls in like I've seen girls walk around just fucking naked.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
just like, and their tables are like here, and they're standing here. Their vagina's just like right next to you.
Oh
and
yeah,
you're
that's too
ordering.
far.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
too far.
yeah.
Not even body paint or nipple.
And there are nights when they're like, oh, we have body paint, but it's like a slap of glitter on the nipple, and
Oh my
that's about
God.
it. It's like, all right, well,
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty rad.
Wow, I never knew about this.
Yeah, people go to Orange County because they love that shit.
See, and that's why I wanted to talk to you today, because every time I talk to you, I learn things that I didn't even know existed. Or I learn a new definition of things that I thought I knew the definition for, such as a swinger party, which we're going to talk about today. Like, I thought a swinger party, like, first of all, I didn't know anything about them until I was well into adulthood. And then I thought it was just when couples, like, switched with other couples.
That's what I thought too.
And then you were informing me that it's completely different. So let's talk about swinger parties to start, just to, like, get into a conversation.
Break the back on this thing.
Totally.
Yeah, break the ice. Like, did you always know about them, or when did you first, like, decide to start looking into them?
I heard about them a couple years ago. What? I got a burp.
Yeah, go for it.
Got it. Sorry, I don't drink water often. It's really weird for me.
Nice.
It's very strange for me.
You should
I
drink.
feel like I'm at a swinger party with you right now. It was like I was there. Yeah. You're like, hang on, I got a burp. Hold on.
It's like,
You're like,
hey,
I'm Gina, real quick.
do you want to fuck? Oh,
wanna-
okay, you can burp. It's,
Okay, sorry, I just gotta turn this way. Yeah, so I looked into it a couple years ago because I was like, I'm all about like this whole like sexual exploration
Yeah.
and like expression and just embracing your sexuality kind of thing been going on in the last couple of years now. And I was like, this is kind of dope because I have a thing for being watched. Like voyeurism is my shit.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Like I like being watched. Like I've always had sex in public. Like when you can get caught, like the danger of it's so dope.
I love the risk.
Yeah.
I don't think I would actually like to get caught, but I
no,
love
no.
the risk of getting caught.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
or like I like watching other people. So, like when I first brought it up to the guy I was dating at the time, I was like, dude, like I don't want to bang other people. Like we don't want to switch or whatever. Can we just go and watch? And it was dope. And then we would like bang, and there's people watching. It's fucking awesome. And it's
So
like,
you're just banging in an area, and then there's like people like drinking like
Yeah,
cocktails.
how does it
watching?
work? Walk
Yeah.
us through what a
Okay.
swinger party
Guy dipping chicken
is-
nuggets into fucking sauce.
is actually like, because I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions, a lot of judgment of, like you were saying,
Only judgment,
like
basically.
this sexual revolution that's happening. It's kind of like this new wave of like, why does this have to be taboo?
Yeah.
And I think it's really interesting because just because I have a monogamous relationship, a monogamous relationship, and I'm married and I want to do that, doesn't mean that other people doing whatever they want to do is wrong.
Yeah.
And
It's
I
like we
and
think
I love,
cardboard tastes good.
and I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
most of it is just not not knowing what it's about, like not actually understanding it, because you're so just like, ooh, taboo, like all these degenerates fucking each other.
yeah.
So yeah, walk us through like what would a typical swinger party be like?
So what it would be is there's the weekly ones. It's like just like a regular nightclub. You go and you check in and it's like, oh, hey, what's up?
So like
And then-
some people do trivia night, you do like
Yeah,
swinger
you
night.
know, but
Yeah.
those are more like the lower end ones where you're gonna get like the 60-year-olds. You know, it's just like, oh, hey, dad. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, but if
so-
you're
There
60
would be
out
lower
there,
end, huh?
Yeah. So it's just like, yeah, I've seen a dude just going at his girl in the same position for like 2 hours straight, and I'm just like, is this gonna end anytime soon?
Wow.
Like it became like a mission for me to watch him finish. I'm like, I need to see this guy breaks through to the other side. You
What's
know?
the chick doing? Is she fucking checking her
she's just-
phone?
I would have been, because she was just laying there. I'm like, wow, your marriage. Like, I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah.
But now I know why you're here. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Like, this
2
is-
hours?
Yeah,
This
dude.
cat?
I was just
he
sitting there.
probably is bragging about his stamina.
Yeah. Right.
Probably like, look at, I've been going 2 hours.
Yeah, but he
counting.
probably did cocaine for that shit. 2 hours?
I
Right?
don't know.
And I've seen like one girl that was like blatantly like, dude, you're so fucking hot. Like, holy shit, you're a Russian hooker somewhere. Like, you have to be, because the dude that she was with was not. It was, you know, like just,
Yeah.
and like he was like older, and then
Maybe she's into that though.
who knows, maybe.
Yeah.
But then like and then they started talking to another couple that was younger, and she was telling him like, do you think that maybe we can bring him too, because obviously this girl's like not satisfied. So like next thing I know, I'm witnessing a DP. Obviously the fucking old dude's in the back putting in her ass because she can barely feel it, and she's like riding the other dude, the younger dude, and she's like happy for once the whole entire night. I was like, Jesus
Like stuff
Christ.
like this doesn't exist in real life to me.
Yeah,
Like
right?
in
Isn't it crazy?
my brain is just like imploding.
Yeah.
That's just pornos.
Right?
Yeah, like I'm like, that exists on the internet and pornos, and that's it.
Yeah.
But then the more I talk to people, especially in LA, I'm like, wow, that's just like a normal Saturday night for you. That's crazy.
Right?
I love hearing about it.
And then there's like the middle ones where you just like, you kind of, there's like, you kind of look around for them online, right? And then they're like, oh yeah, we have an event on this date this month. Like they usually have one like once a month or so. If you sign up, we have to go through an application process. So the regular weekly ones, you don't have to, you just go in, like pay your shit and just go in, right?
Dang. Do they check for STDs or
Yeah,
anything?
do they test? And
No,
shit?
this is up to your discretion. They have condoms everywhere for you, so it's up to you. Like it's
Got
on
it.
you.
Wow.
You know, like we're like they're just not responsible for that shit. If you're gonna be dumb, be dumb.
Yeah.
it's your fault.
Makes sense.
And then there's like the application process for the middle ones where it's just like, hey, like send us your Instagram, what you do for a living, why you want to be here, your ID, so we all know that it's you. You know, so they know that it's you, and then like, okay, you've been approved. Here's the location. Here's the date. And then so for newcomers, they'll have you come in an hour early for like an orientation.
There's
Yeah.
a
What?
swinger party orientation.
Yeah.
This is like getting a library card.
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
This is blowing my mind.
Yeah. And they teach you like consent. You know, like, and the best line I heard from them was, "Don't yuck someone's yum."
Okay, explain.
That's great.
That could be a lot of things.
Like, don't shame someone's
great.
kink.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
And I heard that. It was like the cutest thing. And it was like an 80s theme party. So everyone was dressed up in neon parties. And we're all sitting on these like these fucking giant bean bags and like mattresses.
For your
like, these
orientation?
nice mattresses. Yeah. And then just like all these new people. And like the lights are on. And everyone's just like, oh, you guys are going to fuck later. You know? So you can see everyone clearly. But they teach you like.
It's like a bar in the daytime.
Yeah, it's a bar in the
yeah.
daytime, right? And then
It's like Vegas in the day.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like people aren't supposed to be here right now.
Yeah.
So you don't make eye contact with me. Like, don't fucking look at me. And then, like, you know, they give you, like, a orientation. They tell you, like, you know, don't shame someone if you see someone in trouble. Like, it's really sweet. The girl is, like, an elementary school teacher. So the way she taught me, I was, like, so comfortable.
That's great.
It was really sweet. It's just, like, the,
What's
you know,
her name, first and last? I would like to know because I have children in the Unified School District.
But, like, there's a bar. They don't serve alcohol. This was held in a fucking, like, karate dojo gym.
Oh.
And they
so it's
rented
like
it
just
out.
like almost like a cafeteria.
Yeah, they
looking
rented
space?
it out, but with a bunch of mirrors because karate
Yeah.
dojo, whatever, right? And they didn't have a bar, obviously, so it's BYOB. And then like
At
there's
least it's BYOB. That's cool. You don't have to
Yeah,
be
they
sober
allow
the whole time.
alcohol.
Yeah.
so it's cool, and they have like a little dance area. They had like a dungeon room for all like the BDSM people, like for like the performances in there. And then there's like the playroom where they have like it looked like a what is it? Have you seen the 300 where he has his own like
Yeah.
the gold dude has his own like his harem and shit with like sheets like this everywhere.
It's
and,
so
like,
pretty.
It was so pretty.
Like a genie bottle.
Yeah, it looked like a
Oh, that's
genie
cool.
bottle inside. And then there's a guy waiting at the door. He's like, they check you to make sure you don't have your phone
Okay.
because you're definitely never supposed to have your phone. You have lockers and everything.
Is that so just you won't take pictures or okay?
Yeah,
got it.
super private.
It's like you're at a new stand-up set or something that they lock your phones away and shit.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. So and like they or you like you check in all your stuff and whatever, and you just go and find your little corner and you hang out, and then they have like a whole table full of like condoms and lube and napkins and wet wipes and shit that you need. It's pretty dope. And then you have like the higher end, which I just discovered in LA.
Wait. I have a question before we get to the higher end one. So they have like lube and condoms and all this stuff,
Yeah.
right? I'm trying to picture in my head. And there's a playroom, and that's like where people decide to like, if you want to have sex, you play in the playroom.
Yeah.
And then if you want to just watch, you can just like
Hang out and watch.
hang out and watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, let's say like a couple people have been having sex in there, and then now there's like cum everywhere. Do the next people they just have sex on the cum?
No, people are usually really good with that. They clean it up.
Oh, okay.
They have like sanitary wipes and everything.
Well,
Okay.
hopefully they have like a little bitch boy who can clean up all the cum for them.
The cum boy, the
Yeah,
cum
the
bucket
cum
boy.
boy would be good.
One
Yeah.
of the BDSM slaves.
Yeah,
right?
You
He's
can-
in
you
full
can use-
leather.
Yeah.
You might as well because they're already
They
set
already
up.
want to be slaves.
That's true.
My friend is a dom, and she has had a slave for 2 years, and he would just
cool.
come and clean her apartment naked, and he wore a collar, and like she would like punish him and stuff, and it wasn't like they never had sex.
Yeah.
he just liked being controlled and punished and stuff.
So rad.
And I'm like, can he wear clothes and just come clean her place up? 'Cause
Yeah,
So
right?
I asked
he has
her.
to wear
People yell
clothes?
at him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yell at him just fine. Yeah.
Sure, I'll yell at him, but if he starts to like seem like he's getting off on it, I'm like, hey man, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, apparently it wasn't sexual. Like I mean, sometimes he'd have a boner, but like but they never like did
Yeah.
anything
What?
sexual.
He's like cleaning the grout from a tile out to give him a boner or some shit?
Well, no, it's not the grout that's giving him a boner. It's her yelling at him, being like, "You better fucking clean that grout."
Yeah.
and her being like, "Lick it with your tongue," because you've been bad and stuff like that.
Oh,
I can never do
like
that.
stuff like that. Me neither.
I'm not a dumb in any way whatsoever in bed. Like I can't do it. I can't yell at you. Like I'm sorry.
I'm like, I'm sorry. Are you okay? I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Like can you yell at me?
Yeah.
Instead?
Especially
Yeah.
if you start crying or something.
That's Nikki for sure.
Yeah, right. Like I can't do
Yeah.
that. Oh, and also there are terms like so there's rules. It's pretty much universal in every swingers club. No man can go in by himself
Oh, okay.
because that gets
Wait,
rid
does
of-
that mean what I think it means?
It means that as in like you have to go in as a couple. It's like Chuck E. Cheese. You can't come in with
Oh
a kid.
my
No,
God,
no,
I'm
kid.
sorry.
Not
I thought
in
okay,
a vagina.
My bad.
Oh no,
Into the club.
I'm not even
Into
trying to be
the-
funny. I literally
Does that mean
honestly
what I
thought
think
that.
it means?
Yeah.
No
sorry.
man can go by himself. The woman has to come at the same time.
Right, I
or
was
you're
like-
out.
I was like, wait,
you
why-
selfish motherfucker.
I know. I was just like, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you thought it meant that there had to be at least 2 men inside a chick at once.
Well, no, I was like, wait. So he goes in by himself. So like, it's almost like you have to ask permission or some shit.
Yeah, so there's no entry for men by themselves at
Got
all,
it.
right?
Got it.
Because it gets rid of the creeps, especially the middle or lower end
Yeah.
parties. Couples only, no men, but females by themselves are always welcome. They're called unicorns.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, there's a unicorn here, and it's usually white people. And whenever you're like an Asian or a black person, you
Yeah.
come in and everyone's just like,
You're a
gawks
double
at you.
unicorn.
Yeah, you're like a
You're like
double
a
unicorn.
Pegasus
Yeah, yeah,
unicorn.
yeah.
That's funny.
It's nuts. So the only time that I've known of men going in by themselves was the higher end parties. So I just learned about this party about a month or two ago. We spoke about this in the girl chat, and it's called Sanctum, and the base entry for that is $75,000 a year. Yeah.
Oh, that's the shit that
Wow.
Bill Maher's into, I think. That's what I heard.
Like there's been rumors of seeing a bunch of celebrities in there, but apparently it's like one of the super higher end ones. A bunch of celebrities have been in there. The screening process is nuts. Like you have to apply and you have to like pay for whatever. I think the highest one, like a forever membership, is $1 million. Like a one-time payment, $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so like what if you're a member and then are you allowed to bring a guest for free? Is that how it works? Or does the guest also have to be a member?
I don't remember how it works for Sanctum for women. I know that men always have to pay. I don't remember how it works for
course.
women. Women, however, even if you were to bring like if you were to bring Steve, he would have to pay.
Okay.
Like there's no way that he can actually just go in. I think for
That
a
makes
one time it's like $1,500 or something like that.
What the
1,500?
fuck?
Yeah, but then this is like some fucking like eyes wide shut. Like these bitches are fine. Like these are model bitches in there.
Really?
They have a
They
video.
better be.
They have a
I'm
video.
fucking weighing them if I'm paying that much, dude.
They have a video on their website from their other like it's not like you don't see any banging in the video, but like it's just to see what the people are like in there. They're dressed so nice with like beautiful masks on, like not your shitty Party City mask. Like
Okay.
these are nice,
You
you
know,
know?
like some designer masks.
Right? Yeah. And then like the like designer lingerie, and these bitches are fucking fine, dude. Like
Damn.
they're so beautiful. And so like this is what the men pay for. And like these are like the elites of the elites, and these are like once a month. And they've been on the news with, I think like Gwyneth Paltrow is supposed to be a part of their group. Like she's kind of known to be in that group
Really?
too. Yeah.
I would have never guessed her.
Like she's fucking and stuff in
I
there.
guess.
Because
I
she's
don't
so
know. I don't
like
know.
all natural in her goop thing.
You know those hippies, man, they're fucking crazy sexual.
She probably has a huge bush, I bet.
Probably.
Oh yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
But I would never yuck her yum.
I would never yuck her yum.
Yeah,
I hope you guys use this from now
girl
on.
power
will.
with your
Don't
power
yuck
bush.
my yum.
My friend who's a dom, she's actually a super hippie type too, and she just recently grew a power bush, but it was when she gave up doing sexual stuff. Like she used to do like sex parties, and which is I think a little different than a swinger party because it's not open for the public. It's like special guests or whatever, and there's just a lot of like sex stuff going on. There's like toys and swings, and there's a show, so she would be part of the show part of it, and I guess that was like her life for like 8 years, and then she just like went on this like retreat and just wanted to like cleanse her soul, and she
like
This
walked
is the
around the
most-
forest and
Grew a
fucking
power
like
bush.
yeah, you know,
Did
like
a bunch
did
of-
MDMA and shit. Yeah, exactly.
yeah no DMT
Or DMT,
she
yeah.
did do DMT yeah, and she's probably done every drug, but
Yeah.
she does it carefully, like where she's not an addict or anything. She just does hallucinogens sometimes, like mushrooms, or acid or
She's an experienced
DMT.
drug
This is the
person.
most like Los Angeles thing I've ever heard
Yes,
in my
for
life.
sure.
Yeah, she probably had toast and avocado this morning.
Probably
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She probably grew it from her garden. Though.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
She grew up from a power bush.
she like she's like one of not just like a Los Angeles like girl that does green drinks or whatever. She like lives more like in the forest and like will go camping for months at a time, like by herself with like survival tools and
Yeah.
stuff.
She always has a story. She's like, I met a park ranger and fell in love, and you're
Yeah,
like,
she
Yeah.
did.
like, is this fucking real?
And then a
bro?
year later, she found out that he had a baby with some other girl, and she's
See,
really
LA
bummed.
shit.
Yeah.
This is the most LA shit in the world.
Yeah.
Dude. Just like that's what LA is.
But
Yeah.
you would never guess from like talking to her or looking at her that she was like a dom or did any of that stuff.
yeah, you never can.
No.
Well, and
you
she's
really
not now,
can't.
I think, right?
No,
she like
but-
walked away from all that.
Yeah, but her personality's been the same throughout the entire thing. Like the only thing that changed was that she stopped doing those activities.
Yeah.
It's the quietest people, dude. Like I
Mm-hmm.
know the quietest people. And there's this one time I was hanging out with my friends. They're a married couple, and she's like, imagine the most Asian UCLA nerdy girl that's never stepped out of her parents' like rules or anything. Like
Basically
just
my
small.
sister.
I was just thinking about your sister.
Except she's not Asian, but I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
She's definitely the bookish, like
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Like,
nerdiest
by
nerd
the
you ever
book.
that
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
nerded.
So
Yeah.
Yes.
imagine that medical
Harry
field.
Potter nerd.
Yeah.
She married a redhead, you know what I'm saying? And,
She is a redhead.
yeah, and then exactly.
Ah.
And she had a
Okay.
redhead. Yeah, it's like wow.
Yeah.
She's
So-
pure.
So imagine like, she talks like this and, I believe in spiritual and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. And then so, I was hanging out with them and like it was a married couple and we had like a barbecue and stuff. And then like there's like this gorgeous tall black woman there. And I was like, wow, you're so fun. Like you're the most amazing person in the world. And then afterwards the party was over because I was crashing at their place when I was like hanging out with them. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm so glad that you met my mama. Like she was the first threesome that we've did with a post-op." And I was just like, "Is that how you say it? Post-op?
Oh, transgender?
Yeah.
Is it post-op?
Something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of terms.
Sounds like a
nowadays.
term.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll-
Post-transition?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and then I sat there. I was like, "What? I'm sorry. What? What did you just say out of your small mouth?" Like,
She's wearing a turtleneck
yeah,
and
she
like
has a turtleneck, glasses,
moo and
yeah.
stuff.
I'm like, what did you say? She goes, yeah. Like I told him that I've always wanted. Like we went to Thailand first, and we've always wanted to try, a lady boy and whatever. But we met her, and we just like love her so much. I'm sitting there. I'm like, you can't just like talk about that and then gloss over that, and we just go to dinner. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And she's like, yeah, we're very experimental, And then I walked past their bathroom or their bedroom, and I just see like those like a Japanese bondage ropes. And I'm just like, oh my god, what is happening here?
Oh, they just had that out for the cleaning lady to see and shit? Jesus.
Like an open dungeon.
yeah. And I was like, wow, I would never expect this from you guys.
Wait, how did you meet them?
They're like good friends too. Like I met them through friends at a bar.
Okay.
And like they just took me in like immediately. They're like, yeah, you guys need a place. If you need a place to stay, just stay. Like they're both like doctors.
Oh.
So their place is like
If you
fat.
need a place to stay. Dude, when
Wow.
I see your bondage dungeon, bro, and then you're like, you need a place to stay, I'm like, I know what's going on here, dude. I'm
Well,
not a
Gina's
fucking idiot.
maybe will be into it. You
But
know?
they never like
Invited you that
no,
way. Yeah.
because like I
Are you
just
offended?
became.
Were you like, hey, I look pretty good tied up,
Why you never invite me to this?
right?
Is it not because I'm a beautiful black lady? Like it's just fun, man. Like, but she like it was just like they were just so sweet to me. Like
Yeah.
from day one, I was like, you do realize that now that I'm in your house, I can rob the shit out of you, right? And
Yeah.
they never cared. I was like, you know what? I love you guys. You guys are the best, and I fucking love them. They're like the best family ever. They have a kid now.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, you guys are fucking rad. I love you forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just those small
I
little
would,
voices.
I would never guess. I guess I'm just so, I just never really opened myself up to realizing that that's just like out there as like normal kinks that people have. It's like you get raised with this whole like, okay, then you meet a person and then you fall in love and
Yeah.
then you get married and then you have sex and then
Yeah.
and it's like, okay.
Well, that's cool too, right?
Yeah, it's still totally cool.
And
Monogamy is super cool.
And I think I'm like all edgy because I did sex before marriage.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That is
exactly.
really cool.
You know?
That is really
Exactly,
cool.
exactly.
No,
I mean, by now all this stuff is going on. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah. No, it's good that you guys had sex before marriage. I made a guy wait 3 months to have sex with me once, and it was the worst fucking idea of my life.
Really?
Yeah, it was the worst fucking
Because
I
you
idea.
mean,
felt
why'd you
guilty?
make him wait?
No, because I was just like, I'm a fucking angel, like I'm so good.
Oh.
And I'm just like,
Was this early days?
This is early days,
Okay.
yeah, when Gina was dumb and fucking stupid. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be good. Like, you know, I'm gonna tell this guy, I'm gonna wait 3 months before we have sex. I want to get to know you as a person, right? And so we got to know each other. We got along just fine. And then we had sex. I was like, we should probably be friends.
Yeah, man.
True.
Yeah, we
That's
should
a
just
big
probably
thing.
stay friends.
Had you had sex before at that point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This was like a new thing for me. Like I actually gave a shit what people thought.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I'll test out the whole like having respect for each other thing.
Yeah. And then, that was a fucking mistake. Don't ever do that again. That was the worst sex I've ever had in my life.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
I think the only person I made wait was my first boyfriend, who I lost my virginity to. Waited a year because I was like gonna wait till marriage, and then I was convinced that like, well, we'd probably get married anyway. And then like, then after that I was like, why would I ever wait? Because after we broke up, I still was like, well, I mean, I don't want to get married and then the sex not be good after I've already tried sex. So we've talked about that before.
Yeah. I'm not about that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm also like not like a first night kind of thing because I feel like that kills my chances also.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Oh, it's the hardest for me to wait. Like our first date, I wanted to fuck so bad.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I'm a good girl.
Yeah.
And then like
And then we fucked on the second date.
We
Yeah.
did.
What a good girl.
Right? That's
We did. Yeah, I waited to the second
like at this point
date.
That's
now,
right.
like if I fuck you on the first date, that means I don't respect you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't want you around. Like, look, we're just gonna bang. Can you leave? Like I don't want to be your girlfriend.
Dude, and I would say like, yo, I'm down to fuck,
Yeah.
but like, just so you know, like I'm not interested in a
Yeah.
relationship or pursuing things any further. Is that cool? And I'd be like, that's chill. And then like, do you ever have someone like ask if they could spend the night after?
Yeah.
Or like cuddle you?
What?
And I'm like, wait, I didn't want any intimacy. Like this is weird now.
So I know this sounds crazy,
Made it
but I've
weird.
only had like one night stand.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah. Because I realized that I'm not good at those.
Oh,
Me
because
too.
you
As
As
get
much as I am like so sexual and I love it so much, I can't like let go of people. I guess like, I can't just like fuck and let go of people. So I try, you know, this is one time I was like, you know what, I'm going to have a one night stand. I'm going to do this. Like I've heard about people doing this. I'm doing it. Dated him for a year.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Dude, I was doing an improv show in San Diego. I met this group of girls afterward. They all liked me from the show or whatever. And then this one chick like was honing in on me a little bit. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I ended up having a one night stand totally against my character. Like I'm not really that kind of guy. I like, and I'm not saying that because I'm such a great guy. I'm just a very like committal kind of guy. And I'm like ride or die as fuck. So I tried to make it into like a thing after because I just felt so bad that I had done this.
Yeah.
So was yours because you got attached, or was it because you felt guilty?
I think we both got attached.
Okay.
He was like, do you want to spend the night? I'm like, no, I'm all right. I'm going to go home. And then afterwards he texted me. I was like, yeah, I want to text him too, you know? And then we just ended up dating for like a fucking year. And then it's just like, this is weird. Like, I'm so bad at this. Like, I try to be a hoe, but then I have feelings.
Yeah, there was only one time where I could be a hoe because I always thought, oh, I could never have sex with someone unless I had feelings for them and stuff. But then I think my last relationship just broke me, where like it disconnected from each other, where sex and love were like completely separate, and I was not ready to love again.
Yeah.
Like but I would get horny as fuck, and so I would just say like, hey, wanna bang but like not date?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, yeah. And it's so interesting because I always thought guys would love that.
Yeah.
And it turns out that like most of those guys like wanted to date after. And I was like, I told you I didn't want to date. And then they got all butthurt. And, and then that part I had trouble dealing with because I felt guilty. And then I was like, well, I don't want to date you just because I feel guilty, which is what Steve ended up doing with that girl.
Well, I tried.
Yeah.
I gave it like one other date-ish thing, and then I was like, I'm fucking out, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God I live in LA. I can use it as a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful excuse. And then I was just like, yo, it's not you, it's me and all the bullshit. I basically just read the bullshit off a website.
It's
Like,
not you.
It's me.
It's not you.
me.
Hold on.
Oh, hold on.
Was like
I gotta
errors.
scroll down. I gotta scroll down. It is me. Yeah, fucking. Oh, brutal.
So now it's just like, it's like either we're dating or I just don't want to fuck. Like, because I can go forever without fucking. I'm totally
Really?
okay. Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I have a vibrator. It's dope. Like, I'm
true.
totally okay. You know, like, I'm
discipline.
okay
No,
with this.
okay, so I need
Yeah.
that man weight. You know what I'm talking
Oh, I
about?
see.
Like where you feel that man weight. But I always said if they, and they maybe they do have these dolls, but if they had like a sex doll with like, it was weighted, like and the vibrator
whispered
on
in
the,
your ears at
yeah.
night?
I don't need it to whisper. Just like I just need a weight. Maybe just a sandbag.
It sounds like a pain in the ass to clean, as most sex things sound
No,
like.
it's because you're only cleaning the bottom part.
That's true.
I just need the weight on the top part.
I get it.
Yeah.
You just put like a shirt on him.
Feel free to steal my invention. I don't need that doll anymore, but I know there's probably people out there that do
For
need
sure.
it.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, like I'm
inventors
just
out there.
I'm very like, it's like, all right, either I'm dating someone or I'm not. I don't really need to have sex. I just have my vibrator and I'm good.
Dude,
So-
what about, so when you're in the sex club, have you fucked in a sex club?
Yeah, the person I'm dating. I never
Got
fucked
it.
like random other people.
But you never fucked no random people.
No.
So you
That's sick.
always you're into the voyeurism.
I'm in the
and
voyeurism,
You
yeah.
would go in there and you would go to the playroom and with the person that you went with,
Yeah.
who was someone you're dating.
Yeah.
And then you guys would have sex and just you loved the people watching you.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
that's
would literally just have sex,
interesting.
and then after we're done, we just cuddle up and just watch everyone. And it
See,
was
because
so
when you say
awesome.
sex parties, it makes it sound like you're getting gangbanged in there
Yeah,
and shit.
that's what everyone thinks. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Everyone
this
thinks
is so
that shit.
awesome. Like this is so awesome. I saw like this couple like switch off like and they were hot. Oh my god, they were so fucking hot. And he was ramming her, dude. Like the both of them were just ramming him, and it was so awesome. And my dude and I just laying there like, oh man, like this is like the most beautiful thing in the whole entire world.
So it's
It was
like
dope.
live porn.
Yeah. And it was cool because it was like people of all kinds. Like there was like lesbians that were like, I saw like these 2 lesbians that obviously went to Comic-Con every fucking year. And like
I've seen them before.
yeah, you know, like they were like this cute, like they were in like purple hair and shit, and they were so cute.
Yeah.
And then there was, like,
Steampunk shit.
yeah, and then there's like these goth guys, and then like it was fucking dope. Like I think for me, I thought it was just so beautiful because it's just like all these different kinds of people just stripping down and just being themselves
Open
and
and
enjoying
vulnerable.
them. Yeah, you know, and I thought it was so beautiful.
And you're
Are there
there with-
people that aren't there for the beautiful part and are there to just gangbang
Yeah,
like hard sex?
yeah.
Huh? Does that ruin the mood for other people?
No,
that are
like,
there just there to like
don't
watch
yuck
some
your-
beautiful
Don't
thing.
yuck
Don't
their
yuck
yum,
their
Nikki.
yum.
Ah.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'd be into watching the hardcore stuff, but then if you go from like such a sweet like oh wow to like a oh my god there's that girl is that girl okay?
Yeah,
I don't know, it could be jarring.
yeah. No, it's actually pretty, like, and it's really fun. Like you just get to see what people are into and stuff, and it's really fun when you spot another Asian person and you just look at each other like,
Like, we're the baddest kids.
fuck yeah, dude, you too, fuck yeah. Like I'm
That's
just like I'm
great.
like proud of him. Like fuck yeah. Oh my god, there was
Like, do a secret
shit.
handshake.
There was another guy that was in. He was like in the weekly one. So the weekly one has been proven to be very like just entertaining in a non-sexy way, right?
Okay.
So there's this guy. Imagine who am I going to compare this to?
Joaquin Phoenix.
I can't even bring his face in my head right now. But imagine like a
Joe Pantoliano.
nerdy Asian kid,
Okay.
right? Nerdy Asian kid, scrawny,
Okay.
right? Who like probably cries when women come near him. Right?
Okay.
Like-
I know that type.
Yeah. You know, like he probably like studied like finance in school or something. You know what I mean? Like, and his parents like don't let him go out past whatever. So he was in there with a girl that was. It's like, dude, how do you know this girl? You know?
Yeah.
And
She's like 10 out of 10 and shit.
yeah, and I was just like, what the fuck? And me and my dude were sitting there like, no fucking way. I think we named him like Billy or something, right? Like, or Kevin Tran or something, right? And he, like, this girl was trying so hard to get him to go into playroom, right? And then so he finally went. And at this point, my dude and I are not banging in here.
Yeah.
We're here and
To
we're
watch.
committed to Billy.
Yeah.
Like, we want to see Billy get down because who knows? This guy's probably fucking laying pipe like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, you better
know?
be.
Like, his
Dude, this
biggest-
is people watching 2.0.
Yeah.
this is amazing, right? So this dude, like, he refuses to take off his robe, his towel, by the way. So he's just like around like here, and his chest is pretty much concave. Like he's the tiniest dude in the world. And so she has him sitting in the middle between 2 girls, and the 2 girls are like make it out, and this dude's sitting there with like the most awkward smile on his face, like it's as if he's at his aunt's fucking funeral. He knows no one, right? He's just like.
God.
Oh my God, dude.
That's so
And it's the
funny.
most painful fucking thing. And she's like grabbing his hand and putting it on the other girl's titties. And then he'll be like, and
Oh, shit.
I'm just sitting there, I'm like, come on, Billy, lay some fucking pipe. Let's see the dick.
Did he ever do it?
Schlong. Nope, he failed us. Like, we
Wow.
left upset. I'm like, I want to see Billy
want
schlong.
money back.
Yeah, like it was just like this dude had no business being here
Oh man.
at all.
That's
it's like-
hilarious.
but it's just like he was just so uncomfortable.
God, that is good people watching.
It's really good people
is,
watching.
dude.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the same spot I went, we checked it out like a second time, and like this is like in our early like just trying to learn about places. We didn't know any other places, so we checked in the second time. Maybe this is better. And we made friends with the guy at the bar. He just fed us other people's drinks. He was fucking dope. And then we went in, and then like I see people like kind of like looking up at the door at the same time and whispering. And I looked up. I was like, well, what's going on? And I shit you not, dude. Like an Asian couple walked in, but they were like old enough to be my aunt and uncle.
Oh my God.
and they look like they can be my aunt and uncle because they were Vietnamese.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, oh no. Like I felt like they just came over for my 8-year-old birthday party or something, you know?
no.
Like it was really fucking weird. And then immediately they made eye contact with me and I was like, no.
Don't look
And
at
then,
me, auntie.
Yeah, please don't, you know? And then so we go into the playroom later on and then fucking aunt and uncle comes over and I'm just like, fuck. And you know they're coming over to you. They're making a beeline towards you. And I'm like holding on to my dude. I'm like, please don't. And then the fucking dude, mind you, they were both like 5'4". They were precious. You know? They were so cute. And
I'm like, hey, you want to fuck?
and no, he comes up to me, he goes, hey, you wanna play? And I was just like, fucking Christ, dude. This dude literally got off the boat from Vietnam and then went straight to this party.
Oh my God.
Like,
And
are
then straight to you.
And then straight to me. And then I was just like, I'm okay, I'm fine. And then I grabbed my dude, like, we gotta go, dude. We gotta fucking go.
God.
But it's like, a part of me was like, horrified, but
Yeah.
so proud at the same time.
I get
good
it.
for you.
You know, because like Asian people are not into the shit, especially older Asian folks. Like sex is such a taboo thing for them. The fact that they were there, I was like, dude, I am so fucking proud of you, and I'm so happy for you
Like,
too.
we escaped communism.
Yeah,
Let's fuck.
You know, like it was just this. It was beautiful to me. Just don't come to me.
Yeah.
Like stay over there, but I'm proud of you. But stay over there. You know, like it was fucking crazy.
And on that note, we are going to take our break, but we will be right back to talk a lot more about orgies and swinger parties. Hope
That you can
come
wait
back.
for that.
Hope
I
you
mean,
can come
Jesus,
back.
what else are you going to listen to?
Hey, Steve, do you know what's on sale right now?
T-shirts?
Maybe. But you know what I'm talking about? The 2019 FabFitFun Post-Spring Editor's Box Edition.
Oh.
That's right.
Whoa.
Yeah. You can treat yourself with items such as, okay, in this box, my favorite were these Diff sunglasses. They were aviator style, and they complement any face, which is hard to do with my face, I feel like. I feel like a lot of sunglasses don't complement my face because my ears are crooked, and they always look crooked, but these don't make my ears look crooked.
What I like about sunglasses is that they're probably the only thing that looks good on my face.
Do you love discovering new products? Are you a beauty and fashion maven constantly on the hunt for the next best thing? You ever read about or spot something online that you've always wanted to try but never have? Then you must try FabFitFun.
FabFitFun allows women everywhere to discover new products as well as including rave review must-have brands that you know and love.
Like the #, I'm smoking hot palette.
What's that?
Oh, it's a palette that's a day to night palette with 10 shades that include perfect mattes and shimmers. Okay,
Oh.
It's pigmented and easy to blend. It's cruelty-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free, talc-free, and it's vegan.
Jesus, is it makeup free?
No!
That's awesome.
Okay, so here's where it gets juicy. With FabFitFun, your mom can celebrate Mother's Day 4 times a year. That's right, Mother's Day's coming up. Did you forget, you terrible child?
It's not that I forgot. It's more that I
was talking to them out there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Forget flowers, okay? So FabFitFun is all you need to make this Mother's Day magical. She gets to, your mom would get to discover all these products that she didn't even know were out there, and your mom would actually love this.
I know. And if you're not sure what to get for the woman who gave you everything, FabFitFun has you covered. They have me covered. FabFitFun is basically 12 gifts for the price of one. Get your mom goodies from a variety of categories: health, beauty, fitness, lifestyle, home, etc., valued at over $200 for only $49.99.
So sign up for FabFitFun today. These boxes always sell out, trust me. Use my code YOU, well, it's the word you, but it's spelled YOU, to get $10 off your first box. Go to fabfitfun.com to sign up and start getting a box for a life well lived. Use promo code YOU to get $10 off your first box. That's over $200 for only $39.99.
Go to fabfitfun.com and use our code YOU to get $10 off your first FabFitFun box. I know I will. How about you, Nikki?
Well, I already got mine.
Oh.
But you better get yours before they sell out. I'm telling you, your mother would love it. All right, we're back. And I want to talk more about the difference between, because we talked a lot about the weekly ones and how they're fun for entertainment. What about the VIP, sanctum, the upper echelon swinger parties? What are the main differences there, and why would someone pay $75,000 a year for that?
I think it's because the screening process is insane. You have to be as shitty as it sounds, you have to be stunning, beautiful to be in there, right?
Dang.
There's no
But what about Dove models? Can they get in?
Stephen Green.
Well, you know what I'm saying? That's the fucking new generation
No,
of
they
beauty or
can't.
whatever the fuck's
No,
going
they
on.
can't.
Yeah, good.
They
I hope
can't.
not.
No, probably not.
Not if I pay $75K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, can I go be a runway fashion model? No. And it's not because they don't like me. It's because I'm not the aesthetic that
Yeah,
Oh,
they
they
I'm
can
looking
fuck
for.
off. You're a runway fashion model,
I
dude.
am
My
5'4".
baby's a runway fashion model, dude. I will make sure of it.
Thank you, honey.
They
You're
can
so
go to
sweet.
hell,
You're
dude.
very sweet.
No, I'll be like, point me to the who's the runway fashion model. I'll be like, she's ugly as shit. She's ugly as fucking shit. Look at my wife over here. She's a fucking beautiful specimen. That's the only time I do that
cute.
shit when it comes to my
Her,
wife.
the fucking anemic bitch over there.
But if a guy comes up to my wife and I'm at a sex club, I'm like, what the fuck is your problem, dude? Stay the fuck away. She is taken, dude. I can't even keep up with my own logic.
The worst person.
You're like, hey, you need to want her.
Yeah,
Everyone look at
exactly.
her. You
I'm like,
everybody
look at
want
her. She's fucking
Hey,
beautiful.
Hey, stop looking at her.
Why isn't she a
What are you
model?
doing?
Why isn't she a model? You tell me. And then the next minute, yeah, exactly. I'm
Get
a
away
walking
from her.
conundrum, dude.
This is great. I love what goes on in Steve's mind when
Dude,
it comes
I-
to Nikki. It's like
I'm
the
just
sweetest
territorial
thing.
about Nikki.
Yeah,
That's
he's
it.
like a guard dog.
And I'm
he's
not even
sweet.
jealous. I will never look through her phone. I've never looked through her
No.
emails in my whole life. I don't
Same.
care about that shit. I don't even get jealous of anything.
Yeah.
No.
Ever.
He's just territorial, like
That's
complete trust. But if someone tries to get near me, he's just like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
What the fuck is your fucking damage, dude?
Like sniffs him out and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so for Sanctum, so actually their first event is, or I mean not the first event. Their event is, what was it, tomorrow? I think it's Sunday.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
you're supposed to go to that, right?
I was supposed to go check it out because I'm working on a brand deal with them. So
With Sanctum?
yeah,
That's
'Cause They
sick.
have an app that's a dating app that's coming out.
Everybody got an app,
Yeah,
man.
everybody got fucking it. It's fucking awesome. And then so they're like, hey, we want you to promote it. And then he's like, how much do you want us to pay you? And I was like, can I just go check it out? Like, I don't give a fuck. I just want to check it out. He's like, yeah. And the owner's fucking dope. Like he's Damon. I think his name is Damon. He's super sweet. And like he's exactly what you think the owner would be. Because I got on the phone with him. He's like, hey, I'm just heading down to the beach right now. The sun's about to set. I want to catch a few waves. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. That's you. That's definitely you. But I think the difference is, like, one, the women are stunning. Like, all supermodel everything. Like, you have women in full expensive lingerie bent over on the floor so you can, like, lay your drinks on them and shit. Like, it's fucking dope. They have performers, like actual performers, like sex performers in full costume. Everyone's, like, really cool. And it's just, like...
Do you need to use a coaster on the chicks, or do you just put it
It does
down?
leave a ring on the chicks if you don't use a coaster.
That's
Those
what
are
I
really
heard,
hard to
yeah.
get
And
out.
it's hard to, yeah.
Yeah.
But and then like I've seen their videos of like their promo videos and it's just like, holy crap, this is like something out of a movie. Like instead of like dirty orgies you see in porn, this is like something out of a fucking movie and it's beautiful.
That's crazy.
I was at a party one time and there was a chick and we tried to eat sushi off her, but I just apologized the whole time.
I did that. I
You
used to be a sushi
Did
girl.
you?
Yeah.
Really?
I used to be a sushi girl. It was like the most easiest, like early 20s.
Yeah.
It was the easiest fucking
What
money
if you
you'll
have
ever
an
make.
itch on your nose?
We have security guards and like caretakers, and I just tell my caretaker, she was like this fucking like 6 foot big white lady, and she was like the mama.
Yeah.
You know how like the ones with like the big tits, and
Yeah,
she
yeah,
like she'll
yeah.
fuck you up and shit, like a biker wife. Like she was the sweetest woman in the world. I fucking loved her. And every time like my nose itches, she's like, I got you, sweetie, and like she'll just like scratch me. She was the best.
Dude,
So
I
like
didn't
people
wanna-
would be eating sushi and you'd be like, hey, my nose itches.
yeah.
My nose itches.
Exactly. I didn't want to, especially you, because you're such a pain in the ass. You're like, I got to burp.
I
Like, somebody put a fucking bag over my mouth. People try to eat sushi. It's like, hey, is this yellowtail? And you're like, hang on a second, I got a fucking yak. I was at this party and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry, I'm really hungry. I'm gonna eat this.
You're the
but
sweetest.
What's a good place, do you think?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, the hip ones are pretty good.
the hip sushi.
Because they were fresher. She said
Yeah.
they just put some fresh load on or whatever. And
My thing is like body heat and sushi though. Like
Agreed.
you're warming up the sushi.
People eat it fast enough, and plus there's places that specialize in warm rice sushi, and it's so good.
Really?
Like sugarfish,
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh yeah, I love sugarfish.
But you're the kind of people that we like because I always get the motherfuckers that are just like,
They're just ogling.
no, they're like it's the same shit you hear all the time,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, I love the sushi, but can we take you to go? And she's like,
that's pretty good.
you know,
That's
and
classic.
I've had like propositions like, oh, my wife would love you, and I'm like, you're like 1,000 years old, dude. Like I would break both your hips if I just walked through the door, you know. And then there's like people because they separate the food off the body with banana leaves.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, is the leaf available? Or like one guy came up, yeah, right. Like you're literally there's fucking, but there's flowers on me, and then the guy comes up like, oh, what happens if I blow it off?
Oh,
And it's just
God.
like, you just spat all over the sushi, you dickwad. Like, what are you doing? But there's like nice people like you who are just like, oh God, I'm so sorry. I don't even want to be here.
Does
And
biker
it's the
chick
best.
come over and kick their ass
Yeah,
after
she's
they
just
do
like,
that?
can you not blow on the food? You know, like the usual bullshit questions they ask. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine. But if you're gonna be creepy, don't be creepy. Don't jab my nipple with your fucking chopstick, dude.
Dude, for me, it's just like the type of party that would have a sushi girl. I probably don't want to be at. When I get there, I'm like, oh no, oh God, it's one of these. Like, you know
Yeah,
what
so
I mean?
the only thing I've ever done that comes even close to a party like this, and these are way more wild than I have ever experienced, but we used to go to the Playboy Mansion every week. Have you ever been?
No.
Okay, so-
Surprisingly, fucking of
Yeah,
all
I
people.
am surprised about
Yeah.
that because I had never thought of it as a place that I could ever go to, but then my friend was going every week and I was like, how did you even get into that? And then she's like, oh, I just send them my picture, and she knew all the places to send your picture to, and she was fucking bomb at Photoshop. She would make herself look like a crazy supermodel, and this was before all those apps and stuff. This was back in like 2006, 7.
Oh, wow.
And so like people didn't really use Photoshop unless you were a graphic designer, and so she would Photoshop our pictures and made us look like fucking like Victoria's Secret angels. I was like shocked.
Yeah.
Like I gave her a picture and I'm like, oh, I look kind of chubby in that bathing suit, and she's like, don't worry. And she like full on made me glow and look like I had a 6-pack and all kinds of shit. And like,
Whoa,
so
send me that picture. I want to see the picture.
okay, I'll send it to you. And I'm all like tan and glowy and like dewy, and it's amazing. And she changed the background to make it look like a professional photo shoot. I don't even know. She was
amazing.
whiz at Photoshop.
Yeah.
And she could like, make it consistent. So all her pictures, she looked like a Victoria's Secret angel. But yeah, so they don't check they don't make sure you match your photo at all. So you send in the photos and then you send a little letter. And it's like, hey, the gatekeeper's name, I forget her name, but it was like, hey, Joanne, I just wanted to see if I could go to the next party that you guys have. I see Midsummer's just coming up and my friends are already there and I just want to go with them and carpool or whatever. And you send a no, and like, if not, it's okay, but blah, blah, blah. And you just kind of suck up to them. And then you just wait. And then they sent me an invite. And they're like, yeah, you're invited to Midsummer's, which was one of the bigger ones. There was 4 hef parties a year.
That was a legendary
he
one.
would come back.
Midsummer's and then the Halloween one.
Yeah. Well, the Halloween, Midsummer's, and then there was like his birthday and New Year's, I think, or the before. But yeah, so it's lingerie or less, and you get this invite, and it's all fancy, and then you get there, and like, yeah, they don't check your photo that you submitted. They just check your name and your ID, and that's it.
Her
And
friend
so-
gamed the system, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, really,
That's
because
awesome.
everyone there was fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like how you're talking about, gorgeous. Tons of celebrities there. At that time, Paris Hilton was there. There was Lindsay Lohan was there. It was like all the people that were in the tabloids at that time were there at the party. A lot of comedians were there, oddly. And then I being the most naive person ever, I was just like enamored with that it was the Playboy Mansion.
of course.
I didn't really think much else. And then I was like, oh my God, look at all this catered food. And I was
That's my wife.
I was at the catered table the entire night. Between that and the bar, I'd go get a drink and then I'd go back to the catering. And there was like a cheese person and they would like match goat cheese to like honey and they would tell you all about all the different kinds of cheese. And I was just around the food the entire night. Sometimes guys would come up and I'd be like, oh, do you like goat cheese too? Like, I had no idea. Anytime a guy hit on me, just like right over my head. But
I like to think the guy walked away and they're like, oh, what'd she say? And he's like, something about goat cheese. I have no
I thought they just
idea.
wanted to have a conversation. Also, when I met the comedian guys there, I was like, I'd be like, oh, I'm a stand-up, and I do like, how do I get into your club and blah, blah, blah. Like, maybe we should talk. And they would, of course, get my number. And then they would text me not stand-up things. And then I'd be like, but when do I get to do my set? And they're like, wait, no.
The most naive chick I've ever heard of.
Cute.
I was like 20. Yeah. And then then the grotto, like that everyone talks about. It actually, it's not.
It's gross.
It's gross because it like makes your hair and makeup melt off your fucking face. And then there's not. I mean, like there's people fucking there for sure, but not like how people imagine. It's not like just a full blown orgy going on in there. It's
Was
like
there people fucking though?
not when I was there.
Okay.
There's people making out in corners and stuff, but like it's mostly just like an uncomfortable place to be at for a long period of time.
Got it.
Most people, like I have opened a wrong door a time or two, but usually in the game room, there's like, so he has a game room and there's like a bunch of old arcade games, and that's really cool. I would also be playing the arcade games
course
once
you
I
were.
got drunk.
Of course you
I
were.
was so not the type
No,
that
you were
should
not.
have been there, but like I was in my lingerie and then like be playing my arcade games with my cut plate of cheese. And I
You're
definitely
like backing up toilets and you're
open-
walking out and saying oopsie, like you just sound like a
Dude,
blast.
at the Halloween party, there's a picture of me just full on asleep on a bench.
Of course, that is my wife.
She's the type that goes to the cheese like, no, I shouldn't, but oh, I'm so bad.
Yeah.
That's me at the desserts. Dude, the dessert table. Oh my god.
Dude, she would never left it.
Yeah, it was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they'd always have like some hot band, hot ticket like music artist be playing and stuff. But yeah, the only time I saw some sex going on there, where people would do it like in the like behind bushes and stuff like
Yeah.
that, but not really out in the open like everyone thinks. And then I opened a door in the game room before, and there was an orgy going on. But
God.
and I
Oh,
just
full-blown orgy.
I quickly closed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was with some celebrity, like B-list celebrities and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was okay, I can close that door, and then I went back to the bar and the cheese plate.
I was like
Yeah.
you in my early 20s, or even up to like my mid 20s ish. I was kind of like, despite being a go-go dancer and all that shit, I was kind of fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
That's
do
naive, you
yeah,
know?
I was
Like-
naive. I didn't do many, like I didn't do drugs and
Yeah,
shit,
same.
right? So like I remember like going up to upstairs after a party after doing like my go-go dancing set. I went upstairs. This guy blowing up. I was with my friend. This guy's like blowing up balloons. I was like, oh my god, I fucking love balloons. My friend looks at me. She's like, no, you fucking moron. Jesus Christ, just yanks me out of the room. It's just like, what happened? What happened? You know? Or like when I was younger,
Wait, what were they doing? What's blowing up balloons for what?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what you're
We're
talking about.
naive as
Yes,
fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not the only
Yeah.
one. What they fill it with this gas that they inhale and they get high.
Like
don't
whippets or
know.
whatever?
Yeah.
Not whippets, but the other
So
one.
Oxycontin or
I don't
something
know.
like that?
I have no idea what it's
Helium,
called.
bro. I don't know.
No, not
Right?
helium.
But it's just
Sounds
like,
like
I was
some
like
shit.
so excited. She's like, "That's not Gina. Just, come on, you fucking
That's
moron.
so
Just
good.
come, yeah."
You're like, oh, can you make me a rhinoceros?
Right? I want you laugh. Yeah, it's just moron, right? But your story about the comedian reminds me of you know how like when you're the hot chick with like in a party, whatever, no one really takes you seriously.
Yeah.
So about a month ago, my friends so I have a couple friends, or I have a friend who's a DJ. He's a pretty well-known DJ, and he had a show in LA. And then my sister's like, I want to go. I'm like, so I didn't know the guy that well at the time. I knew him through Twitter. We just followed each other and just like bullshit back and forth on Twitter. So I tweeted, I was like, yo, like I don't party. My sister wants to see you. Do you mind if I just come? I'll trade Pokemon cards with you or something. I don't fucking know. And then like I just want a room to nap in afterwards.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, seriously? I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah, it's fine. Come through. So it was awesome. Like he got me backstage and we met for the first time. He was rad, right?
That's so cool.
So they went up on stage, and I'm standing on the side of the stage, like where they come out from, with my sister, and she's enjoying the show. I'm having the greatest time. No, I'm not. I'm just like, I want to be home
Like,
right
I
now.
would rather be
You know,
sleeping.
like I'd rather be napping. He's like, if you want, you can just take the dressing room and nap. I'm not gonna be rude. The dude's before me. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
take a nap. So we're sitting there, and then this girl comes up to me. Bless her heart. Like I love her now. She's his PR manager. And she looks at me. She goes, so, like, she's like, how'd you get back here? Because we're yelling, we're screaming, the music's so loud. I was like, oh, this is weird. I met him on Twitter, and he got me in. And she goes, so, and I already know what's coming. You kind
Yeah.
of fucking know
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
coming, right?
yeah.
It's the way she looks at me. She's like, so, you think he's the hotter one of the duo, huh? And I was just like, to be honest, dude, I had to Google who the fuck they were before they came. Like, I didn't know what they looked like. I just knew their name. I didn't know what they look. I didn't even know his name. I'm like, who is in this group? You know? And then I was like, to be honest, I have no idea. I'm not about that. And she's like, really? Like, you didn't come here because you thought he was hot? And then I was like, oh God. So I was like, listen, I know what I look like. I know I look like a whore, but I'm not here to suck dick. Like, honestly, I'm just here because my sister wants to see him and I really want to take a nap right now. And then this is when I casually slide in. I think I said, I think the reason why he got me in just fine and wasn't bothered by it is because we both work in entertainment. And then she goes, oh, so you work in entertainment? Like, what do you do? I was like, okay, there we go.
I see. Yeah, she had to reclassify
nice.
you in her head.
Yeah. So see, I work in entertainment. And she's like, oh, what do
You
you
go
do?
from party hoe to maybe you do something.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite thing to do in those
But bless
situations.
her, like if she's watching this, I actually love her now. She like afterwards she texted me, she's like, I love her, she's great. And I was
Oh,
like,
good.
She's a really cool girl. Yeah.
I love that.
She just prejudges quite a bit.
Well,
that's
you
fine.
know,
No,
it
that's fine.
happens. Especially if she's probably used to seeing.
Yeah, which I understand. Like, I totally understand. I get it, but I was like, I want to lay it out there. I'm not here to suck dick tonight. Like, I'm good. You know?
Oh,
Despite what I look like. Yeah, despite what I look like. You know?
Like, I'm single and I can go forever without.
Yeah, I'm
fucking.
fine. I'm
Like,
asexual.
I go to
at this point.
orgies to watch, bitch.
I'm here for the visuals, the
Yeah.
articles, not the, I don't care about the sex. It's fine.
Here for the hallways.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite thing to do when that used to happen is I would pretend like I had I wasn't associated with the entertainment industry at all, because everyone expects you to be like, oh, so why'd you move to LA for? You know, like you an actor, you model, or whatever, whatever the fuck. And I would always be like, oh, I'm studying physics right now, and I would talk about aerodynamics and stuff, and I would just bullshit. I have no idea any of those subjects.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know bullet points, like to fake it if I was talking to a physicist, but they would eat that shit up.
Yeah.
Like, I would just bullshit.
Just
like,
Stephen Hawking's
whole,
created
how
Tesla.
airplanes work and stuff. And like, they would totally be like, dude, that's crazy. Like,
You're like,
that,
actually, the lift
you
comes
don't-
from the wheels. And they're like, I'll be damned. Wow, shit.
Be like, well, you need the thermodynamic forces
The
of the
trajectory.
centripetal. Like, I just fucking throw in buzzwords.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it was fun. And then afterwards, like, if they asked me for a number, I'd be like, oh, no, sorry, I don't date. I'm too busy with science.
Yeah.
When I'm at like a
Right?
YouTube douchebag party, people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, so what do you do or whatever? Like, you have a channel?" My favorite thing to do is I'm like, "Yeah, actually, I just hit 100 subscribers. I'm so excited." And then I'm not even kidding. I had one guy. He was like the Hollywood douchebaggish kind of dude.
And at that point, you had like a million something.
Yeah, I
right?
had 1 million something or whatever. And then so I was like, "It's awesome. I just hit 100." And he literally just turned around and walked away.
Oh, my God.
Like,
Well,
couldn't be more transparent about what he was there for.
Yeah,
What's
he was talking you up for a while. Or he was talking up his channel.
His thing,
for a while.
Yeah.
for a sec.
Yeah.
And then
Jesus
asked me mine,
Christ.
and then it was
That's
over.
insane.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty.
God. I haven't been to one of those. But you know what the parties we always go to are the beauty influencer parties? Where you
Yeah.
actually see the makeup artists
yeah.
in real life, like all those girls online.
Yeah.
A lot of them are terrifying in real life.
Yeah, they are. Well, sometimes, because they put all of those beauty filters and stuff on when they're filming their video.
Yeah.
A couple of times I've watched a video where then they take it to vlog form, where they're like,
Yeah.
oh, let me just show my roommate really quick. And when they change it to that vlog camera, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, it's
oh my God, you
terrifying.
could see just layers of cake and stuff. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It looks phenomenal in the lighting with the beauty filter, but then when they go to a regular mode, it's like, whoa.
Dude,
Dude,
like
this
not
is
even only that, but like their fillers. Like, dude, your face is gonna explode.
That's
Like, this
another
is
thing I was
scary.
so naive about. I
Dude,
did
you
not
guys
know.
are fucking ripping these bitches up.
No, I'm not. It's not even that.
I love it.
No, it's not even that they're ugly. It's just that it's so much makeup and you can't see any pores when they do it on the beauty
Yeah,
filter.
for sure.
But then when they move it, it's like, whoa, you can just see layers of like makeup. It's crazy.
Dude, it's not even that. Like the fillers freak me out because like their upper lip is so big to the point where I think they would suffocate their fucking nostrils if they just puckered up
Yeah,
really
what is
hard.
with that?
It's nuts. Like I get I think every girl that I know gets fillers done.
I don't.
Oh really?
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking
I was
lucky
so
bitch.
naive about this. I
Yeah.
actually want to do an episode on Should They Don't Tell You About Cosmetic Procedures.
Dude,
because
I have some on right now.
what do you have?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Because like in my head, everyone just does everything that I do. Like
Yeah.
I've never had hair extensions. I was shocked that almost everybody I know has worn hair extensions. I don't wear false eyelashes, and everyone's like,
oh well, your eyelashes
"What?"
are fucking like inhuman.
Thank
like
you.
they're
Yeah,
they're
insane.
thick,
I was
dude.
gonna say inhumane.
But
I don't know
was
how that
just-
makes sense.
They're
I just
big boys.
So I
huge.
basically have taken everyone at face value forever. Like
Yeah.
if that's how you look like, that's what you were born like.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea how
Well,
much.
then it could be like a thing, and all the girls are going around the table, and it's like everyone's got work done. Everybody's got work done.
I'm like,
and
I
then
had
Nikki's
braces.
like, ha 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 ha. And then she just doesn't know how to join the conversation.
I had braces for 2 years.
That counts, right?
Yeah, my teeth aren't this straight.
Yeah.
I have very light fillers in right now.
For
but
where?
you can't really tell.
You can't tell at all.
I have some on
And
my
your-
cheeks.
And your oh,
Whoa.
Like it just brought up my cheeks a little bit.
what do they
That's
inject
about it.
in there, man?
It's Voluma. I don't remember what it's made of exactly, but like
See, that's great. It looks natural. Like
Yeah.
you just look like a
I have
person
some
that
on my chin.
like
You can't even tell.
Maybe
Or right
she's
here,
born
right
with
here.
it.
Yeah, right. Maybe it's injections. But yeah, like I like to get them small. Like it's just like, and it's kind of fun now because it's like I grew up. I was like, oh my god, like wow, like and you see all like the middle-aged housewives. And they love
Yeah.
like getting Botox parties and shit. And like I'm at that age where
only
I'm
in
like,
LA.
yeah, right. And I'm just
Maybe
like,
New York too.
This is kind of fucking dope. Like this is kind of cool. Like I can go in and come out with a whole new face if I wanted to.
See, I told you like your 30s. You just wait.
It's actually pretty fun. Like
Yeah.
so far, it's pretty fun. Like I can't wait to turn 30 now at
Yeah.
this point. But it's like Like I'll come in, they're like, what do you want? I'm like, I can go for a whole new nose if I wanted to, but it's just
No, people do, and I have no idea. Like everyone's just like knows, and they can see it in other people too. Whereas I don't have the radar.
If they're done strangely weird, because like a lot of people that we know have gotten it done.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
but you don't know that.
I don't.
Yeah,
I know nothing.
I mean, I know some people. I'm like, okay, you got a boob
if they
job.
got
There's no
boobs
way
that
you
are-
didn't get a
Like
boob job.
that's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like little tweaks here and there. People can't really tell, but there are some people who can tell, especially like medical practice.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I went to my dentist and he opened the door. He goes, "You got something done." I was like, "What?"
As soon as he saw you?
As soon as he saw, I fucking love this guy. The guy's a fucking moron. I love him, but he's like, "Your cheek's done." I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, how did you know?" He goes, "Come on, dude. Like, yeah, I'm a dentist in Beverly Hills. Of course I know. You know."
Yeah.
Wow.
But a lot of people that we know have gotten work done. It's just like we're not very like. Well, I'm open about it. I don't really give a shit.
Right.
But like,
no, I love how open you are about it because
Yeah.
there's only a few people that I know that are open about it, and from their conversations, they're like, everybody's got work done, and then I started asking around, and people are like, yeah, on the DL, like,
Yeah.
I go every week.
But
and
then
get this done.
they're
I'm like,
reinforcing the
what?
stigma, dude. I'm like, who gives a shit if you
Yeah.
got work done? I don't
Exactly.
understand.
People used to care about boob jobs. Nobody really gives a shit anymore.
Nobody
it just
cares about
takes
boob
a while to get there, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I like people are, and I always get
Do you
comments
do
like
Botox?
I have Botox on my forehead right now.
Yeah.
Because so Botox, what they do is
It prevents you from getting wrinkles,
Yeah.
right?
And I noticed that I needed to get it done there because I furrow my brows a lot. I'm constantly angry for some reason. And
See, when you concentrate, right?
yeah, when
I concentrate with that, yeah.
So when I started streaming video games, I'm concentrating the whole time. And I was like, fuck, I can't do that. My brows are gonna I'm gonna get this big wrinkle.
Yeah.
So right now I have Botox in me. It froze my brows there, so I can't look angry anymore. I can look slightly skeptical.
I feel like I
You
see
cannot
that face a
scowl.
lot.
No, yeah.
So good
Yeah.
for them
You're
for
dubious.
preventing your.
It's
right?
a dubious look.
Yeah, right? Shout out to Beauty Bar. I love you. Thank you for giving me my skeptical face. Like, I'm
Wait,
not angry anymore.
Is that the most you can go? Are you trying right now?
If you-
my gosh!
If you
Yeah,
can't
that's
watch the
crazy.
podcast, she's furrowing, but not
She's
well.
trying her hardest to furrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
like here's a
anger.
furrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikki's got that furrow going.
Skepticism is
And
what
my
it
furrow.
is. Yeah.
That's a classic. You
Yeah, right?
know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
You
get like,
looked very distinguished when
Thank
you do
I
that.
also look like an asshole cop in an 80s show.
Yeah.
wait, you gotta do the
I'm
mouth
like-
thing.
Hey, you know how fast you guys were driving today? Like that kind of shit, you know? So when let me ask you real quick to dive back into orgy stuff.
Okay.
Yes, let's dive back into
What's the
orgies.
craziest shit you saw at an orgy?
I haven't been enough. I've only been to like 3.
Oh.
Like of those swinger parties to actually be like. I can't really tell you that many. Those are the stories that I know. Like I've seen so the Billy, the awkward Asian kid.
Yes,
My
Jack
aunt and
Ma
uncle.
kid.
Yeah, Jack Ma. Yeah. My aunt and uncle dude that pumped for like 2 hours, and then when he was done, he walked past me and I looked over at his wiener. I was like, oh, okay, that's why.
Oh, wait,
And,
why? Because
dude, that was.
Yeah, he
I
had.
Okay.
actually felt bad for his wife. I was just like, oh, God bless you. You know, like.
Oh, because it wasn't very good. Oh.
No, and it was just like it was like robotic. I was like, wow, I would kill myself.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Ouchies.
She's like, oh, please just let someone watch so I have something to look at.
Yeah, like just something, dude. Like
That'll spice it up.
if I were
Yeah.
her, I'd put on a fucking YouTube video or something.
You know, before I knew that there was a such thing as good sex because I just thought all sex was the same until like you actually have like good sex. I really would just like go through my grocery list, like go through my to-do list, like figure
Oh
out
my
chores and
God.
stuff that I still need to get done. And like I did not think that sex was that big of a deal
Yeah.
until you get that good stuff going,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
oh shit, I
Yeah.
need this now. Yeah.
I've had a couple like that before. Where it's like I really like. I remember distinctively thinking while I was just like he was in it from behind. I'm just like on the bed. I remember thinking. I was like, man, I really gotta text my girlfriend and tell her about how terrible this is right now. Yeah. Like,
Mine's like not even related to the sex. I'm like so not present. I'm like, oh, I gotta text my girlfriend that I still have her sweater and like I accidentally spilled on it. Oh, maybe I can wash it and take it to the dry cleaner first. She won't notice. Maybe she would notice. I'll pay for it. It'll be fine. Like,
you know what the root?
See, and you know when a guy's not in it because it's like, wait, what happened?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
No.
When the guy's not into it, you immediately
you
know.
feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. I think one of the worst I've ever had was like routine sex. Have you ever had routine sex?
Yeah.
There was
Sure.
a guy that I knew that like could not get hard unless I blew him first. So every time we had sex, I had to blow him first. There was no space for like spontaneity. Just like, hey, let's go fuck in the bush back
yeah,
there. You
yeah,
know, like
yeah.
I would have to blow him first.
Like completely all the way.
no, just
Just
to
get
get
it
hard.
Okay.
And then
I think that's very polite.
Yeah.
thank you, but it's
We
just-
like doing that as foreplay, but not like, I mean,
But every
it was never
time.
like a discussed requirement.
that means
No.
you would have to initiate every time to get him hard.
Dang.
As in, he would never come over and just eat your ass. Like, you just have to go over there and be like, all right, well, I want some sex. I
he
have to
has
suck dick.
never eaten my
I have
ass.
not
eaten
What
your
a
ass.
rude
Oh.
gentleman.
I know.
Yeah, different strokes.
I would do it. It's just like, I don't know, if I was in a jacuzzi or some shit. I don't know.
In a jacuzzi?
Only
Yeah,
in a
hold
jacuzzi.
your breath?
Yeah,
No.
you're going to go down there scuba diving?
Suck
No,
air out
I
your
would do
butt.
it if she was like, "Hey, we're good to go tonight for ass eating." I'd be like, "All right, chill, I'll try it out."
yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I don't want you to eat my ass.
I didn't think you
just
did,
for the
but-
record.
but
for the
I'm
record,
down.
For the
For the record, I'm
yeah,
down.
Yeah. Thank you.
Try everything
Thank you. I
once.
appreciate it.
You just try everything
I
once.
appreciate it. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
who knows? You know, we've
never
only
know,
been
you
married
might
for 2
love it.
years.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get there.
I want to
didn't-
sit on her
yeah.
face though.
Oh, I know a lot of guys that want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but anyway, so it was just like, and it was very robotic. Or I mean, it was very routine, as in. So after blowing, getting hard, it's submissionary.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, like, the sex is so boring. I might as well be fucking clutching a Bible and looking at the American flag. You know?
You know what's weird is because I was always against missionary, but then different dicks are different.
Dicks are different.
Yeah,
Some of
and
them is
like
great missionary.
we love missionary.
We do.
Yeah,
We
and this
enjoy
is
it.
the first time ever.
Because his dick's huge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And
huge
that's, like,
dicks
one
is
of the
great.
only ways that I need
military, what is it? Missionary.
Missionary,
Yeah.
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 That's like I need it first,
Military
like as a
style is when
warm
you're
up.
both army crawling on each other. I'll show you later.
You'll show her.
I'll show her a picture.
Maybe at the playroom.
Yeah, Jesus.
But like, imagine, and then like, if we're feeling wild that night, if
Yeah.
we're fucking feeling crazy, if we turn off HGTV every fucking night,
Hey, we love HGTV.
Yeah.
It sounds like
So
our
far,
night where
you're
you and
describing
you
it. She
and
blows me every time we do missionary.
Yeah, and we watch HGTV. We watch House
love-
Hunters all the
yeah,
time.
all the time.
It like gets
So-
us in the mood, and we're like, look at those houses.
those houses. And if we're feeling crazy, we do doggy style, and that's the end of the night. And then, like, this is a guy that I was with for a while, and we were gonna get married, and then what was it? He told me, he's like, yeah, I think I'm ready to go buy that ring. And instead of like hearing that and feeling happy, I was just like, oh my God.
Dread.
Yeah, just dread. I was like, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I kind of like tried to like just tell myself, like, well, I mean, like, not all couples have sex all the time forever anyway, so I can
That's what oh my God, I went through the same exact
Yeah.
thing. Boring ass sex.
Yeah.
Like boring sex. The guy that I would like go through my freaking grocery list with.
Mm-hmm.
And we were together for many years. And then, but the sex got less and less. And like, I really didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And like, I knew he was going to propose on our 5-year anniversary.
Uh-huh.
And so I broke up with him like one day before.
Sometimes you have to, dude.
Because when I was picturing, I did the same thing as you because we talked about getting married,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, well, sex isn't. I hear that people don't really have sex in marriage.
Yeah, so if you just hold out for a little bit.
Yeah, and he's
stop
really
having
nice.
sex.
Like
yeah.
he matches in every other way,
Same, yeah.
So it's like, am I gonna find another guy like that?
Yeah.
Or like, shouldn't I just like cut my losses, and
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like, okay, yeah, sure, we'll settle on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
That was me too.
So glad that when I it was finally over, and I was like, man, I should be really sad right now because he was like my best friend, but I'm like so happy that I don't have to spend
Same.
forever.
Yeah, same. Like, it just felt so much better. And then he ended up dating a girl that looks exactly like me. It was really creepy.
Oh.
So do I.
Oh my God, did we date the same person? This is crazy. Really? Yeah, it was crazy.
We just switched.
I was talking to Gio and Tiff, and then like we were all at JK News one day, and then like I was like, because I don't remember who it was, but they sent me a photo of the new girl.
Yeah.
Oh, because my stepmom still followed him.
Okay.
Because she's fucking awesome. She keeps tab of whatever
Sure.
guy I'm dating. And I asked Gio and Tiff, and I was like, did you see who so-and-so's dating now? And they're like, yeah, you mean you? I was like, I'm not the only one, right? I've had random fans message me and be like, hey, this girl looks like you, and send me her profile. I'm just
my
like,
God.
this is really fucking weird.
Wow.
Like, God bless them. I hope they're happy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But I'm sure they're both really sweet people. He was a great person, but that was really weird.
Mine
for me.
didn't look exactly like me
Yeah.
like that, but that's crazy.
Super crazy, right? Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Gina, for coming
Yeah.
on today. We love having you. Please come back again.
Absolutely.
We do a thing at the end called Final Thoughts.
Okay.
And so it's just like what your final thought out of everything we talked about was.
My final thought would be embrace your sexuality, man.
I love
just
that.
Do what you want to do without hurting other people, of course.
Mine is don't yuck other people's
Don't
yums.
yuck someone else's
that one.
yum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you guys take that to heart and use that from now on.
I will.
In all aspects of your life.
Oh, I love that.
I'll try, but I'm kind of a yucker.
Yeah, he is a
It
yucker.
depends. Well, it depends.
He's
it
a
depends.
yuck immediately, and
Yeah.
then he'll
And
convert.
then I'll warm up later.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll yum a
Like,
little bit.
Actually, the taste grew in me.
Yeah, I yuck behind the scenes. I'll never yuck you to your face.
Oh,
you
right,
know?
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I'll yuck a lot behind the
He'll
scenes.
yuck to people's faces.
Yeah. Oh,
For me,
yeah.
I'm just, it's like a lot of things. I'm like, I just think I have enough friends right now. I don't need new friends. And it's like new experiences. I'm like, I have a lot of great experiences right now. I don't need new experiences,
Yeah.
Rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Gina, where can they find you?
Oh, right. If you guys want to check me out, I stream video games 5 days a week on Facebook.com/iHeartGina. And you can also follow me on all my other social medias at Miss Gina Darling, MISS Gina. Gina like Gina, Gina Darling.
Damn, Gina. Like damn, Gina.
Like damn, Gina,
Yeah.
yes. Mhm.
Also, subscribe, rate us, and we will see you next
And
week.
rate us well. It helps a lot. Thank you.
Thanks for
Bye.
having me. I love you guys.
We love you.
I want to come back.
Yes.
Please come back.
Why didn't anyone